Have you ever recovered a settlement for someone who was put at fault by the police? Yes, actually many times. I'll tell you a story of one of the examples. We had a client who went across a crosswalk when it said not to go. The light was green for vehicles coming down the roadway. He made it across the first set of lanes, and then he was standing there in the middle median, and there was a vehicle right there that was stopped at the red light to turn left, but there was a green light for the other vehicles coming. And our client made it across the first set of lanes, and then he decided to walk in front of the vehicle that was there, stopped to take a left, and he took one more step and a vehicle ran into him. What I was able to show is because the roadway was so far back to where if you were a vehicle coming down the road, you could see someone walking across, I mean, a half a mile to a mile ahead of time, way up the road. So you're there and you're driving along and you can see, you know, a half a mile ahead of you, very clear vision if there was someone walking across the road, and this person was walking across the road, and the vehicle, like I said, hit him. The police put him at fault for the accident, and he was transported to the hospital. He had $300,000 worth of medical bills. He had to have multiple surgeries. This was actually a year after the accident where he never even pursued it. And just one day he was like, you know what, I'm just going to get a consultation to see if there's anything that I can do. So I talked to him, and as I always am, I was very straight up with him and said, look, you're at fault for the accident every which way. However, your medical bills are so significant that it's very possible that the vehicle that hit you, their insurance policy may just give you an offer to not put themselves in the line of fire to have to pay even more. The other driver's insurance policy was only $30,000, and to this insurance company, it was a safer, less riskier play to just, you know what, give him the $30,000 for this accident, because if we end up getting sued, we may have to pay even more than $30,000, and it's just not worth the risk knowing how large this guy's medical bills are. All right, so then we get the $30,000, but that now gives me leverage to go to the medical providers and say, hey, medical providers, he only got $30,000 for his car accident settlement. Therefore, you should reduce your medical bills low enough so that they could get paid through the accident settlement. And we ended up getting those medical bills reduced down to $10,000. He walked away with $10,000, and the law firm walked away with $10,000. So he went from being at fault, the police putting him at fault, to having $300,000 in medical debt, to having injuries that he's going to have to probably deal with the rest of his life, to getting $10,000 in his pocket and every single medical bill paid for. Not bad. Obviously, trying to win a case where the police puts you at fault or the insurance company puts you at fault is on a case-by-case basis. You can't do this with every single case. Most of the time, if there are very severe injuries involved and you're put at fault, you may still be able to get an offer on the table because the insurance company is going to make a business decision in that regard. So if you'd like a free case evaluation, feel free to reach out anytime, 832-925-2030. God bless you and have a good day.